wonder if the bank's gonna also have people like that are not anomalies. The bank is so hard. Oh, great, great.
Oh, I sure know how to pick them.
I guess we should. Well, the central bank has been exposed to anomalies. We are testing a new reporting system. No need to report the anomaly type anymore. Too many false reports will cause a system crash. Okay, are they gonna? Oh, they're not gonna warn us about something that's not an anomaly. Oh, oh my God!
Okay.
Oh no,
Oh God.
no!
Okay, I
Oh
see. I see.
no!
I see.
Oh no! Okay, I'm gonna quickly take it in because I want to get through everything first, just
Yeah.
so that we can get a good look at it before they change. Oh no!
Oh God. Oh
Oh
no.
no! There's so much to look at.
He's lying. Cup, notepad, 2 chairs.
I wonder, are the
Oh
easier
my
ones
God.
at the top of the list and the harder ones at the bottom of the list?
Maybe.
This is entirely an extra step. Oh my gosh, there's so much to
Holy.
look at.
Oh God. I'm getting. Why is it the babies on
The
the photo?
babies.
There's a water cooler.
I like those paintings.
Yeah.
I like them a lot. I'm not taking in a single
I'm
thing.
not. I know, right? I'm just like,
Oh, hi. Who
ew, that.
decorated this place? There's more. Oh, how many rooms are there? I think it's the same number, but it feels like so much more. Okay.
It's
Start
just so
taking things in.
so
Start taking
busy.
things in.
Okay, okay,
There's
okay.
6 sets of benches.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's symmetrical signs on either side. The ropes are asymmetrical. There's a plant on the left. There's a bench on the right. There's 3 dudes lying on the table.
Yeah, I think the table looks okay.
Keys, phone. Are those 2 light switches next to the door? Were those always there? I don't know anymore.
I don't know either.
I guess
I didn't
I
even
guess
look at
those are
that.
gonna be there. Those are the thing. Oh, I think
There's
this is another angle of the first room.
oh, okay. There's a screen at the very far right
Oh yeah, we
side
should pay
too.
attention
I
to that.
think this is.
Yeah, the baby portrait room. Very relaxing. The blinds are a mess.
There's a water bottle, a cup, and a book on the table closest to us.
Okay.
Uh,
computer phone, 2 books, cup, painting. I'm just saying
tree
random
painting.
things now. I'm playing I Spy. The fan's on down there.
Yeah, and I
The middle chair is facing us, assuming that's what it was by default. 1 computer, bottle, 5 sheets of paper in a binder. I hate these so much.
God.
Was this portrait different?
Yeah, no, it's the
Yeah.
same.
I know it was like wonky, but I just don't remember how wonky it was. There's
He
4
has like
gold bricks, and then 3 on the table. You also have to pay attention to the tiles on the floor.
uh,
Wait, were those things on the floor in the bottom right?
oh wait, does this thing on I don't know about that, but does that that face on the screen
Yeah. Oh, I don't think that
was
was
that always
there.
there?
I actually no. The screens had different things on them, but I don't know if that one was a
Oh,
face. Oh, do you want to report it?
we can try reporting it.
Okay. I still can't believe how close we were in the last one. Dang it.
It was like 10 minutes lost. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Maybe that was it.
let's go look.
Oh, wait,
Oh
there
yeah,
we
okay, it
go.
was the screen. Good eye, good eye. So the things on the floor are definitely still there. I mean, at least this one doesn't have elevator men.
Probably more spooky monsters though.
More spooky monsters. The huge man
More
returns.
spooky. Blech. think the paintings are the same.
Wait, did all 3 tables have computers on them?
I don't know about the far one, but I'm pretty sure the two closest
I
ones
thought
did
I thought
definitely
I
did.
said out loud that there's only one computer, or was that a different room?
Oh,
Or was I just not looking?
one computer I think would be like the meeting room or whatever's next.
It's
Yeah,
a
that one.
portrait in the director's room, always smiling. Which one's the director's room? Oh. Is he smiling? I don't know. Wait,
Oh, this is
this is
different.
completely
It's
different.
flipped. Yeah. Thank you for being very
Yeah,
obvious.
this is
So we
flipped
can
around.
so we can
I don't know if these had 3 computers on them. I think I'm just overthinking it. At least we're catching stuff. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one's the one with the one computer, right?
Yeah, this one, yeah. Wait, in the previous room, was there always stuff on the cart at the far
I only just
side?
noticed the card this time.
I knew there was a cart, but I wasn't too sure anything on it
Also note that
before.
the middle pole, or one of the middle poles, doesn't have ropes on it. I don't know if
Oh,
that's
okay.
what it
An
was
actual
originally,
anomaly.
but we will remember
Find
that.
out, I guess. Yeah.
This place sucks. Maybe it is like the harder ones on the bottom. Because the apartment was only the second one on the list.
Hmm.
And there's no difficulty setting in this game, so maybe it's just the different levels or difficulties.
Yeah, we probably could just report a couple of them. At least two.
You want to report this
If
one?
Oh, I'm not sure. It's fine. Oh wait, just a couple details, I guess. The far cabinets have like a plant
A
on top and
plant
the other
in a
a
box.
box. Yeah.
Wait, is it just me, or are there more stacks of money on that middle table?
Uh,
I thought there was only
Like, but
one
right.
like rectangle stack in the middle.
Oh, I was only like,
Oh,
oh, let's just
okay.
report this
I think
one.
this one has to be one. Do you want to report the director's room? Well, let's just
Let's see,
use
because
some
like the
strikes.
weird.
No, in the director's room.
Okay, so
I don't know. I think there's something here.
maybe let's do this one. If it's like really
If it works, we'll
on
go
your
back and
mind.
stare at it so we can know what it looks like. None. Okay. Well, that's great.
Maybe it was this room because like that those ropes look really.
Do you think they were all
Maybe
connected
they
before?
maybe they just intentionally made it look weird. Wait,
Wait,
what's different with
wait, was this, did it say none in the vault
no, the
earlier?
vault. I'm pretty sure that the vault got
Oh,
fixed
the vault got
because
fixed.
that's the first one.
But then what changed? Those two
What
stacks
changed?
are still there.
Oh no!
Oh no, that means something else changed and we didn't see it. Wait, I didn't look at the portraits here, did I? No.
I think the portraits are the same.
Oh, the ingots moved last. Oh,
Oh,
there's a, what the heck?
it's like,
Why are there chandeliers on the floor? I guess I'm going in reverse order now.
oh, like the ingots like on
Oh
the
yeah,
cart.
because there's 4 on the cart spread out. There's 3 on the table in the middle stacked up neatly.
Yeah. This room is bothering me so
I keep
much, but it's
thinking
just like,
his portrait is like coming out at us.
uh, I hate it if his face just like comes closer and closer. But
Hey Armon, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming
that
by.
scared me.
Yeah, the gong of the... And the thing is with the apartment last time, I don't even know what killed us. Like, I don't know if there were
What was
multiple, too many
different?
at the same time. I don't know what they were. Like, I'm not even
Yeah.
a single one.
Or if we just like left one for too long.
We probably left one for too long and it became the norm for us. Kind
Yeah.
of like that door that changed and we just thought it was the original door for the longest time.
Yeah. Because I think Lord Temper said something about the bathroom looked a little different.
Oh, like 2 bottles on the floor or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Oh, that's creepy. Ugh. Why are there so many like eyes and teeth?
Why are there so many paintings of eyes and teeth everywhere? I mean, we're lasting pretty good for a first run
Mhm.
here. Yeah, bad paintings are horrible. Yeah, if you want to have paintings, they have to be like landscapes. No creepy people, no portraits. Oh, I thought I saw something weird, but it turns out it was just
Oh.
the arrow that you used to switch between screens.
Oh.
I was like, that's not there before. I was like, wait a second.
There's 6 benches, right?
Yes.
Oh. I
Oh,
also
wait,
never
were there
noticed
2
that.
step ladders here?
That's what I was about to ask. I was
Okay,
like,
if
how what
if we're
order?
both noticing, it has to be, right? Either that or we're gonna die right here. Using our strikes. Ah!
Oh, okay, there we go.
Ah, see?
Yeah,
Oh,
it
there are 2,
changed.
but one's in the corner here.
Yeah.
Okay. See, as we get them, we learn more about the game. So it helps to have an extra pair of eyes.
I don't know, man. My short-term memory isn't so good.
I want to go back to cycling through them on the right, but but if I switch direction now, there could be a monster like lurking on the next screen that we miss, and
Yeah.
then like once you're committed to a direction, you kind of have to go that way. Oh well,
Oh
okay.
no. Uh, it's over.
6. Okay.
6.
Well, fair, fair. You want to do the bank again?
Let's try it one more time.
Let's try it one more time. Okay.
Yeah, one more time.
Maybe we'll get a taste of each one. My goal is we'll go through each of them individually and beat them, but I don't think that's happening at this point.
This game is so
I
hard.
think we'll eventually beat the apartment. It's just a matter of okay, we'll just skip this. It's just a matter of trying it enough times. Okay, take in everything in the room.
Yep.
Okay, there's a light at the end of this room. I think last time,
Oh, at the very.
I'm not sure if it was me, but it felt like it was dark at the end. That could have
Oh,
been an anomaly. So there are 3 computers. The
agree.
last one's turned on. The middle chair's facing towards us.
Okay, wait.
Oh,
The painting on the right, I think that changed. I
the
don't know if,
ship?
I recognize that one.
The
The one
ship?
on the right. Yeah.
I'm pretty
Was it
sure it's
always
always
like
been
that?
a ship.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so
Okay, so the middle
this
pole is
one.
not connected. There is a cart.
So 4 boxes on the left.
Wait, are there 4 boxes? I only see 3.
Oh, 3, yeah.
Okay. 4 gold bars on the cart.
Yeah. And the hallway has been looking the same like every
I know, right?
single time.
I don't know what's changing here, if anything is changing. Oh, that.
Well,
Why is that
that on
plant on fire?
fire.
That's bad. Someone should call an exterminator or a fire extinguisher. Or I was about to say exterminator. Yes, call the exterminator whenever you have a fire. Oh, that painting is different.
Oh, he's looking at us.
Well, back at you, buddy.
Mm.
I don't even know what I'm looking
Everything.
at
I
anymore.
know, same. Everything looks too normal. Uh, so I guess like
Wait, are we seeing all the rooms? 1, 2, 3, 5, 9. 1, 2, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I just felt like I cycled through them too quickly that time. I was like, is one of them missing?
I don't think you could. I think it's something like that. I don't think they would put something like that in because you can't really report that, can you?
Well, you report the missing room.
Oh.
Like if the
Oh,
break
okay, I
area is
understand, yeah.
missing, you report the break area.
Okay.
Wait, was that
Oh wait,
far
that painting
painting? Okay, yeah, okay.
that's changed.
Okay, good. I was unsure, but then you said it.
Same brain.
Same brain.
Oh, these bad paintings. But yeah, I guess as long as you like get to the very end, I guess you can have like a couple anomalies out
Yeah,
still running. Okay.
I just don't know what the threshold is. If it's
Mm.
3, I want to say 3, but I could be wrong. 3 sounds reasonable. Wait, I thought we fixed this.
We did. We did.
But the painting still... Was it not that
Uh,
painting?
it wasn't that painting. The painting that that was different before. It was like drippy
Oh, more drippy.
looking.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very drippy.
Now I'm just fooling myself.
Same though. Uh, yeah, I wonder what that hallway is supposed to look like.
Eyes on the office painting. Like the one in the back is not supposed to have eyes? Is
Oh,
that what you're saying?
or the directors? Or is it? Oh,
Or was it the director's office? Oh, he's got googly eyes. Oh, he's looking around.
oh,
Good
I
catch.
can't even see that. The middle painting, right?
Yeah. Well, I only
Oh,
notice it
okay.
when he looks. If he's not looking direct, if he looks directly at us, it looks kind of normalish. Good catch. Thank you, Lei.
So very dark.
We were here.
Yeah, thank you, Lee. Yeah, it's always that second guessing. Oh, the bricks, the
Oh,
ingots.
they changed. Yes, you're right. Good,
Yeah, it's
good.
that second guessing that like always trips you up.
I don't know what to make of this room, other than the ones we already caught in this room. It's just too
Hmm.
big. Like
Just like
I
that
don't
one
think
single
I want to
display.
say I don't think they're going to be so mean to pick something really small in this room, but again, I don't know. I don't know what to make of this one at all. I'm just looking at the screen of the painting every time.
I know, me too.
Wait, is there an
It
extra
look.
chair? Were there 3 chairs?
Honestly, that if it was like,
There were 3 chairs
oh,
today? Okay.
okay. Ooh.
I think maybe we should play this game with a group of like 10 people all playing at the same
Yeah,
time. Oh,
unless we
yes.
all
Oh, yes,
like.
there's an extra chair. Okay. Oh,
Oh, okay.
thank you.
Yeah, play this game with like 10 people. We all think the same thing.
Everyone in the same room too, so we're all huddled around one computer. Oh, there's a missing bench in this one now.
Oh.
Yeah, gaslighting each other. I saw this change. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. That was the same the whole time. Yeah, maybe that would be. You're right. Maybe more people would not be good. Okay, yeah. So there's 2 chairs here
Yeah,
because I remember counting them before, and that's why I was like, wait a second.
it looks a little squishy. But yeah, I'd be like the person who's like, I don't know, I'm dumb, so I'll just go with what you're going with. I trust you.
This gaslighting the game. I'm on gaslighting duty. That's the name of the game now.
Uh,
Okay,
2 o'clock.
we're gonna
That
beat
that's so long.
beat our record for this place.
Do you remember what time we died at?
I think we died just past 2, I think.
Okay.
I don't we didn't make it to 3 for sure.
Yeah, I wonder if this place is also. Oh, ew! I think the painting
Oh, you're right.
changed.
It has a third eye. We haven't seen any monsters yet here
Don't jinx it, man.
or people.
Uh,
Wait, was that computer always on one the bottom
One.
left?
Oh,
It's at such a weird angle, I can't tell. I thought I remembered it wasn't, but I could be
Honestly, I
wrong.
don't think so either.
Let's report it anyways. We're gonna die anyways. Might as well use our checks.
We're so confident
We're so
in
confident in
our,
this game.
our ability to remember things.
Oh
Okay,
no.
so there
Yeah,
was.
so that was good. There's like actually so much in this room, but I don't actually like take any of it in. Despite counting the objects on the table too. We also haven't seen any changes in here.
Oh,
Oh,
is that?
this door changed.
Yeah,
Either the door changed or the
it
wall
was.
got closer, or both.
I think both. And it
Or
was.
maybe the door got closer, and because it's in the light, it looks different.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It just got
Yeah,
shoved closer. Okay,
that felt a little uncomfy.
it's a little uncomfortable. Oh, we've seen the huge guy. The huge guy killed us. We've seen a couple like creepy people, but I don't think we've actually seen like a monster. Well, actually, no. We saw that one, the jump scare. We got the
Yeah.
jump scare monster.
Oh yeah.
Oh, in this
This
run,
run. This run.
we've not seen anything in the bank, right?
We haven't, not yet.
No.
That's why I'm like bracing myself so hard. So oh,
Chair
chair.
in this room. This room. Oh wait, one, two. Oh, there's an extra chair.
An
You're right,
extra
because
chair.
they were symmetrical, right? I thought it looked a little crowded, but I just kind of ignored it. Thank you, Lay.
Relay.
There's a chair over there. Get out of my hair. I swear to the chair. Anywhere.
A chair most foul. Lay's peeking through her hands. Oh my god, same.
No, I need
Especially
your
like,
eyes. I need your eyes,
no,
Zero.
it's okay. But yeah, that was me in the apartment. I'm feeling a little bit
Are
better
you
right
feeling
now,
better now
but
that we've gone through this a few times?
or maybe I'm just getting a little cocky.
Maybe. It's that one jump scare monster. Really.
Did not like that.
Actually, any of the monsters that have sound. Oh,
Yeah, like a huge false sense
we made it to
carry.
3.
Ooh.
Now that we've seen all these rooms enough, I think I'm getting a better handle on this bank. It's usually like halfway through the second run that I think I start to feel comfortable with what we're seeing.
Yeah.
But again, it's a false sense. Like after we played yesterday, I felt that the hallway. After we played yesterday, I felt like really good.
Stairs went away? There were
There were
stairs?
stairs. Oh no. Okay, well we're
Let's
reporting
just
this one.
report it. We trust
Wait,
you.
is it where
I
those
learned.
chairs are? There weren't chairs. Oh, not the hallway. Oh, the break room.
Oh. Oh.
Wait, no, those. I think that was
Is that the counter?
always like. Oh god. Wait, something's different
Uh,
here. I can tell. There's a cart. I think
no, the cart's always
cart's always been
been
there.
there.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
freaking out
next to the
now.
decks,
The
right?
hall. Not the hallway. Wait, there's a
Oh,
hall and a hallway.
oh, the main hall.
Oh, the main. Oh, this is just called hall. I don't even think.
I mean,
I don't know which
we're
stairs are
probably gonna
gone,
get.
but oh no.
Oh no! No, the stairs are the same.
Well, that's what happens. That's our first time maxing out our reports. So that's what that happens. Okay, back to the bank. Or you want to try something else?
How's your brain on the bank?
I think I think maybe I can give the bank another try. I think we're getting
Okay,
better at the bank.
okay, let's do the bank again then. Mm,
Yeah, let's look at the stairs here.
like on the left?
Well, there's a staircase on the left and the right.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna skip this because it's blocking the screen.
Mm-hmm.
You take it all in. Take it all in.
Taking it all in, soak it in.
Yeah, why is there a hall and a hallway? Should call it like the grand hall or the grand entrance or the even just entrance, I think. See, now I have no idea what's
What's different?
different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that cart's been
Yeah, that
there.
cart's there. I don't know why I suddenly just thought it. I just was like, you.
It's those like big obvious details that you never noticed before.
Right? And then you just start questioning yourself about it.
I think we've had changes in the basement before.
There
Yeah,
there must have been changes here that we didn't notice because I don't think we reported anything there
we didn't.
correctly.
Yeah, because I think we tried before, but there was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, we thought they'd be mean with tiny details. It's actually just the names. Like there's a director's office and then there's just office.
Yes.
We haven't really seen any moving things other than the portrait here.
Mm-hmm. Be scary. I also noticed I have not been looking at like that far picture at all. So I'm just like, is that always the same?
I started looking at it because there was a point in time where it caught my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so those computers are on.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice using a PNG tuber instead of a full VTuber for once. I don't have to worry as much about my body movement.
Yeah, you can fidget as much as you like.
It's like I'm not sure if people notice this. I'm
Oh, the
sure.
cart's missing.
Oh, you're right. I'm not sure if people notice this, but usually when I VTube, I don't actually move that much. Like I'm very stiff, staring at the screen, upright posture, and I stay that way for the full 4 hours. And sometimes it's like I can feel it at the end. I'm like, oh, I should have stretched more.
You like barely
I
move.
barely
And
move
then
because I look back. Like sometimes I watch other people's streams. I'm like, whoa, their VTubers are so animated and moving. And what do you watch mine? I'm like, I don't feel like I'm animated or moving enough. But then I don't think it's my rig. It's just me not moving. I hear something.
I know me too.
What is happening?
Is that
Is
a
it the coffee? Oh, the
thing?
coffee maker's on, I think. Well, thank you for the sound cue there.
Ugh.
Because I've had this
The
conversation.
calm sea.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Oh no! I was just repeating what Lei was saying.
I had this conversation before, but like when I stream, like I want everything to be perfect. So it's like, okay, like all the scenes are set up, like the gameplay is straightforward. We're like always making progress. I'm not moving. I'm always talking or saying something clearly that has something to do with the game. Like all the sound has been balanced beforehand. I go into the stream. I've already tested everything. I've tested all the redeems. It's like I don't want anything to go wrong. Or it's like I can't spend time at the beginning of the stream setting up, or I can't go on a long break in the middle of it. Everything has to be perfect. Perfection, which is I know it's not a good mindset.
I get that though.
I mean, it's not like oh, there's an extra chair. It's not like it like overly stresses me, but it's like it's always on my mind. It's like I need to make sure that I'm doing this, this, and this.
Lei says Kiro is so pro. Meanwhile, I am so scrungly. You're not
No, you're not
scrungly.
strongly. How dare
You're not
you?
scrungly.
How dare you insult Lei? Lei. Even before a stream, I'll even like in my head, I'll say to myself what I plan to say for the intro too. Like even this stream, I was like, you're like, okay, I gotta introduce Euro, gotta talk about the game, gotta talk about how we tried it out yesterday, gotta talk about how it's different than Observation 4.
Man, I get that though, because like I'm one of those people that's like super anxious on the phone. I'm not so much net now, but before I've always been like, gotta write down what I want to say so I don't forget and
Right?
stuff like that.
Like, I am a very A-type personality. Like everything needs to be planned out ahead of time and perfect. I don't like spontaneity usually. I mean, sometimes spontaneity is good. Like I'm not one of those people that you can just phone and be like, "Hey, come meet me at the mall now." And I'll be like, "No, I already planned out my day. My day is sitting here doing nothing."
Same though. I'm always like
Oh,
because like
hi.
the chairs are front. Whoa, was there like a creepy noise?
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, okay, maybe it's just me.
You're not a creepy noise,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, I trust you. But yeah, usually whenever like I have my day planned out, like especially when I plan to be productive, and somebody's like, "Hey, let's do this," and I'm like, "No, you're taking like 30 minutes away from me doing this thing. I can't."
Where it's like if I'm running a meeting or if I'm doing a presentation or if I'm like teaching a lesson, like I don't write a full script for myself, but in my head I already have everything planned out. In what order I'm going to say it, what points I have to make, what
Yeah,
happens if like there's downtime here, I have to say this, or if like I'm losing the attention of the audience and I got to do this. Maybe think of some jokes ahead of time. I mean, I don't. It's not like I write jokes ahead of time. I, my jokes just come naturally to me, and they're not good. That's why they're almost always puns.
that's are hard to come up with on the go though.
That's
So
true. I'm pretty good at coming up with puns on the spot, but usually
okay,
if I'm
who
doing that, it's like it's usually because like I'm like oh I need to change the tension in the room or I need to break the silence somehow.
you can say you're too good at making puns.
I have very strict rules when it comes to puns too. Like there's a certain level of like no this is too much of a stretch or it's like no I can't have two oh the painting changed.
Oh, this
It's like I can't have more than one pun in the same sentence. It's too much. Like you know the strong urge like when one person makes a pun and then the other person feels like they need to respond with a pun and then
yeah.
like if you go back and forth with a couple puns, 3 or 4 is the maximum. Like back and forth. So you can't go more than that. Then it feels like you're trying too hard.
Mm,
Or if someone says a pun and you say a sentence back to them that has 2 or 3 puns in it, that's too much.
yeah.
It's like you're trying to outdo them. That's a no-no. Oh, that changed into a face again.
Oh, which one?
The
Oh, the
screen.
bottom.
I'm pun
Gaming.
gating people, exactly. And sometimes I'll like slip a pun into a conversation, but I'll say it would be such a smooth pun. Like if I say it without emphasizing on the pun, that it just flies right under everyone's radars. Like
Oh no.
no one would have noticed that it was a pun. Maybe in their brains they were kind of like, "Oh, Kiro just said a sentence that felt a little out of place. I wonder why he said that." But then like the conversation keeps going, and then it's like, "Well, I can't stop and be like, hey, everyone, I just said a pun."
Sometimes it does take me like a quick second to figure out what the pun is, though.
See, that's why sometimes I have to do the emphasis on the pun, and it sounds really corny
Yeah.
and dumb. But if I don't do that, then it just flies under everyone's radar and no one notices. Especially if it's a really good one. Oh, the googly eyes are back.
Oh,
Get out of here.
I like never checked that portrait.
I only just noticed because I saw it move. This bank's making me anxious because we haven't seen any like big, creepy changes, which means that I know
Yeah,
one's gonna come up eventually. Wait, there's something missing. Wait, no. Was there something missing on the table? No, there isn't.
I don't think so.
Yeah, exactly. If you know all the changes, you can't really play this game anymore. So it's kind of nice we're doing this fresh. At least until we beat each. Oh, hi.
Whoa.
Until we beat each level, I think. I mean, at least there's 5 games, so that is a lot of content. I almost guarantee they're making a 6th one. This one came out in May this year, so pretty recent. Maybe we should do more of these streams together. Just observation duty together.
Oh no. I'll be down for it.
I mean, it is less stressful than like keep talking nobody explodes, right?
Yeah. Oh god, I don't think I could play that. It looks so fun though. Especially if I was like the person doing the instructions, I'd be like, no, I can't. This is too much pressure.
Wait,
Hmm?
those 2 pieces of paper were not that close to each other before, were they?
Oh really?
I'm almost certain of it.
I
There were
trust you.
definitely 5 pieces of paper, but I don't think those 2 were close. Oh dang it!
Uh
I was so confident too. Oh my gosh, 3-way explode. Have 2 people fighting over the instructions and one defusing the bomb.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my gosh.
It's kind of funny how like how wildly different people like describe the instructions.
Right?
Is it me or does like the timer also feel a little longer too
I
in
don't
this
really know how
one?
the timer works. Okay, is it just me? There's this tiny little white speck on the floor between those 2 rolly chairs. And I thought it was on my
Oh,
screen and I reached out to like wipe it and it was like that's part of the
is
game.
that an anomaly? Oh, wait.
I don't think that should be an anomaly, but
I would be so mad if it was.
we will never know. Wait, was that a car? Was there? Wait, am I going? No. Between the desks was the line on the. Oh, wait, there's a head. on that
Wait, which head? Oh, on the
on
far?
the far cabinet.
Oh.
I was gonna say like it was a stripe going between the desks. At first I thought it was a
Oh.
carpet, but at first I thought it was a carpet, and then I was like, I was trying to like correct myself, and then like in my head I was like, wait, no. And then I
You
saw the
found
head
something else instead.
because like it followed my eyes up to the head, and I was like, oh, this game's definitely funner with with another person. I feel like doing it by myself would be too boring.
Yeah. Especially when it comes to like the parts where it feels like nothing's happening.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm pretty good at. Oh, the
Oh,
tree's on
fire.
fire again. Oh, the tree's on fire again. Oh, it's like I'm good at like creating conversation by myself, but there comes a certain point where because the thing is, it's not even like a chatting stream. Like I can't just look at the chat either, right? Because I have to pay attention.
That's true, because just like any changes, especially if you have to flip through the cameras really fast.
I like how panicky it gets. I mean, I like and dislike how panicky it gets once you have multiple anomalies. Oh,
Oh, it's flip.
get out of here.
I think we've definitely fixed a lot more anomalies compared to before last run too.
Yeah. But the thing is, they've all been pretty mild. Like, I'm just like, oh, were we missing something? We haven't had like a big thing yet.
Oh, the last hour. Imagine if they just throw everything at us.
We keep getting so close for that apartment one.
Yeah.
Like, every time. I just want to beat it, but also I'm kind of tired of it.
Yeah, that last hour is pretty rough because it's like your eyes are so like I wouldn't say like tired, but they're just like so used to seeing most of
And
the
you know it's the
details.
last hour, and
Yeah.
if there's an anomaly that you've just kept around for so long that you think it's normal,
Stairs.
stairs. Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. The stairs are going up. That's what you mean.
Oh,
That's what you mean. Oh gosh, we have too many now. Yeah, the stairs are going. They're usually going down. That's what I see. I thought you meant that it was like an extra set of stairs or something. I don't have a freaking clue what else is going on though.
I know, same.
I'm gonna skip this.
Yeah,
Something
thank
else
you,
is
Twilight
wrong.
Red Mage.
Yeah, thank you. Something else is wrong somewhere, but I don't know what. Oh, this is
Oh, there we
wrong.
go. Maybe that just like popped up
Yeah, like are
while we had
those
that
two
up.
the anomalies that we're
That we that triggered the warning.
like? Yeah, and again, like I don't know if the warning is only from two simultaneous or three simultaneous. If the warning comes from two simultaneous, we've been doing a good job.
Yeah, because we've been catching them pretty quick after.
But that's why I think it must be three because I don't have confidence either. I kind of want to look it up, but again, I don't want to give myself that edge. I'm not even
Because
sure if
if
it's
it's like,
I'm not even sure if it's
yeah,
really an edge at this point.
I mean, like it could also be like if it was three, or if we thought it was three, then we have to like,
Look for three, yeah.
yeah, and then gaslight yourself and think something's different.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Self-gaslight. Yay. Why is there a speck on the floor between those two chairs, though? That is clearly there.
I never noticed it until you pointed it out
Right? Because I
too.
keep wanting to wipe my screen.
We're almost at 4. I feel like I just jinxed it though.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, now we're gonna die. Wait, the dot's there. Again, on this screen.
Which one?
The dot. Where the two
Oh,
chairs are.
oh,
Is it just on the security camera in this game? Wait, no, the dot's in a
maybe.
different spot. There's a dot in the other room, too. New record. I wish it, like, kept a... Oh, that painting's different. I wish it kept, like, a record for, like, if you didn't beat it, like, how far did you get?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we have proof on stream, so...
Twilight Red Mage says sometimes I thought there was a speck on my screen while playing a game, and it turned out the character just had a little beauty mark.
See, look, there's a speck on that bookcase.
A what?
There's a speck on the bookcase.
Oh,
Wait, was that painting? Is that looking at us? Or is
I
that
don't
the
think.
angle he was at before?
No, he's. When it's changed, it's more of a
Like a
dead-on
forward
angle.
angle, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
was
Was
there a
there a
man in the
man in
director's office?
director's office?
I don't see a man. Now you're freaking me out. Is there a man in here? Show yourself.
Looking away. Okay, never mind.
He's trying to scare us here. You freaked yourself out. You freaked us out. Let's just all freak each other out.
He's sharing the burden.
I'm glad you're getting invested in this as much as we are.
Honestly, I thought I was gonna get like nightmares yesterday, but I
Oh,
surprisingly
I'm
didn't.
glad you didn't. I would have felt bad. Hey, Furious Ninetail. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh,
Yes, I am the Frogman. Or as Nyx calls me, Funky Frogman. You got something? The bottle in the break
in the
area.
break area. Oh, it's missing.
Oh, no, it moved. Wait,
Oh, what?
it either moved or it's missing.
Yeah.
Because did the far table have two things?
The far table had two things. It's
So
the
that bottle
table the
moved.
closest.
So the bottle moved from the close table to the far table. Yeah, it did. Okay, it moved. Thank you. I should pay more attention to. Like, there's certain rooms I pay attention to things on the table, and then there's some
Yeah.
rooms I have been neglecting it.
Yeah, some rooms I like look at the walls more than I look at the tables.
Yeah. Oh gosh, like if they changed the wallpaper in this room, I would not notice. I mean, now that I mention it, now I know it's speckled.
Also, in the basement, that top the far right corner, I always think that there should be
There
something
should
in
be
there
some.
because
Yeah, I
it's
thought
so
that too, but then I'm like,
because it's so
no.
empty. But it's normal.
Oh, there's a head on the floor. Oh my god.
Ugh.
We just fixed this room. Come on, guys. Pull yourself together.
It's at the break room. They're having a
He's
break.
just letting loose.
Yeah, the floorhead just wants to relax. Rest the mind, but not the body.
If we beat this level before we beat the apartment, I'm gonna be so... I jinxed it. Ah!
Oh,
Be gone!
I did not like that noise either.
I told you, I told you, nudity is scary. I still have no idea where to look in this room, besides the things we've already found. The hall's just too big.
I for the director's room,
Yeah.
were the keys always next to the
Oh,
phone? I'm
no.
pretty sure they were, right?
Now I'm second guessing myself. I mean, we still have 2 strikes.
I feel like
How confident are you
I
feeling?
think that's not very confident, to be honest.
Like, I know the keys have been on his desk, I just don't know where they
Which,
were
yeah,
on his desk. I'm flipping faster just because I don't want to get killed by a monster in the last
yeah,
hour.
yeah, yeah. Quick peeks.
If you want, we can use one of our strikes on that director's room if you're feeling it.
I, I mean, we could.
Oh, well.
Uh, we fixed 18. That's a lot better than last time.
Yeah, oh my gosh. We're getting better at this bank, but oh my goodness.
You want to try a different one or this one again?
What do you think?
Well, we were pretty close.
The thing too with the bank is I still don't know what I still don't know what was changing.
Right. Uh, because there's like a lot of like, especially in the big hall.
Yeah, there was so much in that hall.
Mm,
One more time.
maybe, yeah, one more time.
Because again, going somewhere new also means we have to take in all the rooms again. That in itself is kind of a chore. Again, there's so much in this room, I don't think they would be too subtle with it, but also I could be completely wrong. Oh yeah, you're
Oh
right,
yeah,
the
the
keys.
keys.
Oh dang it, I should have listened to you.
I mean, I wasn't super confident about it either.
Like I still have no idea what else could have been. And now we know to look for the keys at
Yeah.
least. Also the stuff in this room, like there's so much stuff on the table here. Like I've been kind of keeping track of the ones closest to us, but same with this one, there's also
A lot of
a lot of
stuff.
stuff.
Thankfully, the changes in this room are pretty obvious so
This
far.
one seems pretty good so far, yeah.
Twilight Red Mage says
There was
there
a
was a
man.
man. Oh wait, Hall, naked. Oh, right on the right side.
Oh, what the? At least he's covering his thing.
Oh yeah.
Other than that.
Twilight Red Mage says that the blinds may have changed last time without being noticed. They looked different to me just now.
This one?
The office.
So this one, I'm pretty sure, or at least I've been paying attention. The one on the left is
Yeah.
up, and the one in the middle is down.
Down. Yeah.
Unless both of them were down at some point, and then I didn't notice that.
I think maybe. I think the last time it was open. Now that you mention it.
You know, because I know this hall, and then there's the hallway is a different view of the same hall.
Mhm.
It'd be mean if there was like an anomaly on both of them because it was like a shared anomaly
Oh
because
god.
they're both on the same camera. Actually, no, I think this one might be a different section because like the way the actually I don't know. Maybe the camera's pointed the opposite direction. I don't know. Every time Lei says in the chat, "There's a man," I'm just like, "What? Wait, where? How did I miss that?"
Oh, those 4 chairs.
Oh, you're right. Be gone. Like we really didn't get much in this room,
Yeah. Just that one screen.
and like I've been keeping
And
track
the
of the things on the
missing.
table in this one.
I've been looking at the cat in the cart.
Naked men are so abhorrent. You hate them. Understandable. I like how he was so meekly standing there too, like with his hands covering his junk and just like, "Hello, I'm on camera."
Oh, keys.
Oh, good call.
I'm just like, I'm always
Fool me
looking at the keys
once,
now.
fool me once.
Yay.
Oh Jesus.
That's the first hour.
Oh my gosh.
This one's rough.
I think we're definitely getting better at it,
Mm-hmm.
but man, these rooms are intimidating the first time you see them. Oh, there's a head on the floor again. Hi.
Oh.
Welcome back. Now go away. You're heading to bed, Twilight Red Mage. Thank you so much for coming by.
Yeah,
Sleep
thank
well.
you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, thank you.
Being spooped.
Have a nice rest.
Yes.
Too many
You
spoopies.
know what I don't like about this painting is that I keep thinking that he's got like abs on his neck. Like that's how
That's what it looks
that's what it
like.
looks like.
Wait, Wait, never mind. I
Or
thought
something?
the display changed.
Oh yeah, I keep
But
looking at
it
that one too.
didn't. No googly eyes
No
here.
googly eyes, no keys moving. The upside down chandelier one was kind of cool. I kind of like when there's like a big obvious one once in a while.
It was
Because
so jarring. I
even if
was
it's
like,
not like
whoa.
even if it's not like scary, it's just like, oh, that's different. Oh,
Oh,
those are stairs
stairs.
now. Can't fool me.
I wonder what other changes are in this room.
Right? There's so much going on. Oh, there's a missing bench.
Oh,
We haven't really seen any like scary ones here yet.
yet. I don't know. Like Lee said, the naked men are pretty. Oh, the painting. Oh wait, the is that different?
Oh, yes. Suddenly, I'm not so sure
Why does it
because
look
he was like
different?
looking. He was looking a little bit more to the left, right?
Yeah, I think so. Cause like this one feels like he's looking a little more dead on.
That's what I thought too. Oh no.
Oh no.
Like
Okay.
there is an
Oops.
anomaly where he did that, but I just don't.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
Or
yeah.
I think it was his eyes changed,
Well, maybe.
not so much as the angle of his face. Wait, does the ropes
Oh,
look a
you're right.
little
Though the
weird
rope
to
went
you?
the other way around. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Yeah, you're right. Good eye. Good eye. Unless it's
You.
wrong. Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah, for this one, I can't remember. The chairs that are closest to us was this is what they're supposed to look like, right?
Well, I know there's two of them,
Okay. And I can't tell anymore.
right? It's only two
Uh,
o'clock.
Slowly but surely.
Could you imagine? Oh, there's a head on the.
Oh, nice catch.
Could you imagine, like, actually your job is to sit here and just stare at security cameras all night?
Oh god.
I would either A, get bored, or two, my mind would just start playing tricks on me.
That would definitely be me.
Or start getting bored and not paying attention. So, like, the one night that something does happen, oh, why weren't you paying attention to the screens?
Right.
I mean, they probably take, like, shifts where, like, okay, you sit here for an hour, I'll go wander, patrol, and then. Then that would also trip me up, like, seeing the other security guards moving about.
Walking around.
It is a good
It's like,
premise. I like this game.
yeah.
I mean, like I know, like Five Nights at Freddy's was kind of like the start of the whole, like looking at things through monitors. But it's kind of interesting to see all the different unique things that people have come out from it.
I actually don't know all that much about Five Nights at
Oh,
Freddy's.
really?
Yeah, I know it just gets talked about like a lot by like it's. Oh yeah, the painting. It's like one of the
I think it's one of the things
horror
where, like, when
games.
it first came out, it was kind of like novel and new, but then they kept coming out
Hmm.
more and more and more games, and people are making all the ripoffs, and then it's just not as interesting anymore.
Right.
Like, there's still some new things. Like, I've seen their newer games; they still come up with some new ideas, but it's kind of like I'm tired of seeing this franchise now.
Because like, didn't they come up? Wasn't like their relatively new one like
Yeah,
this
there
year
was a
or previous year?
security breach, which is the one where you actually like walk around.
Mm.
So it's like they're changing things up still, but it's not as novel as it was when it first came out. Still a good concept though. I like the original idea just because of all the idea of a horror game where you can't move, you can only protect yourself.
Right.
We have security cameras.
Gosh, yeah, that sounds so stressful to play.
I think like the thing I liked about it was I like the idea of actually using the cameras to try to figure out where the things are coming from and then like stopping the doors. But like
Mhm.
once people like were speed running and stuff, they found like strats where like you sit there, you pull up the monitor quickly, you only check one room, and then you bring it down, and then you like tap the door button, and then you bring up the monitor. Like it became like a formulaic robot type of thing with a little
Uh,
bit of RNG. That's why I like some of the ripoffs, the ones that actually focus on the you actually have to pay attention to what's on the camera and where it's going, and then plan according to that. Because I feel like the feeling of that was kind of lost once people figured out the strats. Because part of the fun too is also like going into it and having no knowledge of the mechanics, right? That's
right.
also kind of part of the scare and fun.
You're like panicking, trying to figure out what to do next and stuff.
Yeah, like there was one really good Five Nights at Freddy's fan game called Five Nights at Lumpties, and it was like a instead of like the antagonist was like a cute looking egg with a funny face, but like when he attacked you, he like became like really monstrous. Oh, there now that one changed.
Oh, okay, there we go.
And so like but the mechanics were really good. You actually had to pay attention to like multiple things on the camera and where they were coming from and what they were doing and plan ahead.
Have you ever like played any of those, or did you just watch like
I played a couple of them and I
playthroughs?
watched other people
Mm,
play them. Especially back when my computer wasn't so good at playing PC games. I just didn't like downloading or playing PC games on it, even if they ran well.
yeah.
Even if I had to like delete it or uninstall it after, I just like, oh, too much work.
Well, now you got a fancy new rig, so you could
I
probably
do.
expand your
Oh, that door
horizons
is
this
closer.
room. Yeah.
But nowadays, there's so many like indie horror games that are like a dime a dozen,
Yeah.
like very quick plays or very like unrefined ones. Not to say that they're bad, and like I encourage people to try to make new games and try new things, but like I'm not one of those types of YouTubers or streamers that just like plays through short horror games every stream.
Mhm.
Like I like the long experiences.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might play Resident 4 remake when it comes out. Who knows?
Which one's that one again?
That's the one with Leon.
Oh, right.
That's one of the best Resident Evil games, and it's getting a remake.
Yeah, I still try to watch like 7 and 8, and I can't do it.
I think
It's
7
so.
and 8 is definitely a different
Uh,
feel because it's in first person too. And
I
I
think it's
personally
just.
don't like playing games in first person. Well,
Oh,
that
the painting.
portrait changed.
Yeah. Because I think I mentioned this before, but I think I've tried watching somebody play Resident Evil 7. I could
Yeah,
not get
that
past
one's
like
actually
30
pretty. That one's
minutes.
pretty scary for like a first experience.
Yeah. So paranoid now. It's only like 3.
I feel like I stepped away from the computer for like a minute and suddenly I forgot how to play.
Every detail that you knew, gone.
Gone. Oh, never mind. I keep checking the window of this place, thinking that maybe something outside would change, but nothing has changed.
Yeah, I've been looking at the window too.
And one other thing I like about this game is it's literally just pointing and clicking. I kind of like that sometimes. Oh, hi,
Oh, hello.
director. See, you're working late. No, wait,
Oh,
no,
oh,
I'm
what,
banishing you. I'm
seriously?
banishing you. Oh, what? I didn't report it fast
What?
enough? Are you kidding me?
What?
I reported it. Well, maybe I should have reported it. Actually, no. I was gonna say maybe I needed to report it and then immediately change screens, but I didn't even have a chance. It was like the second I hit report, he started zooming in.
That's so weird. So if you're like on the screen too long,
I think it's like either if it's on too long or if you leave him there and you're out of the room and you come back and then like he's been there for too long, he'll come at you.
oh, man, that's so mean.
That is
Even though we
mean.
like reported it.
Yeah, that too. Like I was hoping that maybe before it got to the final zoom in, it would fix it. Just to scare us, but
So I guess we could like switch screens and then report it. But even
maybe.
then, we don't even know.
I'll have
if
to
that-
watch the playback, but like I'm almost certain that as soon as I hit report, that's when it zoomed, so I couldn't even like. Or I guess, oh no, I forgot. You can use WASD and the arrow keys to switch, but I feel like that wouldn't have saved us in that point.
Yeah,
He was probably there too long, is what I'm guessing.
probably.
I think I flipped through those pretty fast though, but
Yeah, we went through. He was probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to switch locations or
Yeah. Let's try
let's try something different?
Yeah.